What I'm about to tell you will be a bitter pill to swallow. This video might shake you of your prior conditioning and reveal how you've been going wrong with girls your entire life. Listen, gents, we've all led a semi-similar life. We've all been through up in the same kind of modern femme-centric social order, and most of us have lived a troubled personal life, starting off as a young man in the modern world without guidance. It is the case with you, as it was always the case with me, that most men today are brought up to respect, love, and cherish women. That's great, and that's what you should do as a man. But don't misconstrue that to mean pedestalize women. And unfortunately, too many young men today are in danger of falling off the edge in that direction rather than the other. This is why I believe it is important to take you by the shoulder, shake you off your blue-pilled conditioning programmed by Hollywood and Netflix. Here's the deal. There's a difference between being a good guy versus being a nice guy. The former was weight behind his virtue. The latter has an agenda behind his nice behavior, usually stemming from a place of deep desperation. And men, if there's one thing women can absolutely smell on us, it's desperation. Tell me if that sounds familiar to you. You have a girl in your friend circle, she's gorgeous, and you enjoy every minute spent with her. You want to be more than just friends. You want to escalate, but you have no idea how. And so you do what comes first to a young man's mind. Maybe if I treat her like a princess, she'll treat me like a prince. You say gleamingly and make elaborate plans to make sure she's getting the royal treatment from you at every interaction. You open doors, pull out chairs, pick her up, pay for her, do her assignments, and send her roses. You do all the corny, cheesy stuff you saw in the movies. It should work, right? It worked on that TV show you watched last week. No. You realize she's treating you like a friend and then hooking up with the last man you thought a good girl like her would date. You're confused and disoriented. Your whole worldview has been challenged. You're forced to reevaluate where you went wrong. In this frustration and realization that she can't be yours, you think, why can't she give a nice guy like me a chance? You're bitter and resentful and start to treat her poorly. Stop giving her the free attention and even become rude to her occasionally. See what the problem is? All that being nice act was exactly that, an act. You wanted something but were too much of a coward to say it assertively like a man. You tiptoed around your desire and instead of escalating her interest, gave her the creeper vibes and she pulled away. This is an all too much common predicament for millions of men. They've chucked into a world of dating with advice that never works outside the silver screen. They start to think they need to seek approval, validation, and attention from women. But then they see the alpha male or Chad and they realize the dynamic there has flipped completely. The alpha is the source of the attention and validation for the woman rather than the other way around. A man that has been unplugged from this conditioning is an assertive and dominant man that doesn't pedestalize women. This is because deep down he knows he is the prize. A beta, on the other hand, which a lot of you probably still are conflict averse and try to accommodate the girl they like in every possible fashion in hopes that she notices how sweet you are and gets turned on by your behavior. Listen, gentlemen, a lot of the things I say on this channel may sound counterintuitive, but that usually means they work, because what the world has told you up to this point has been an utter failure in making your dating life work the way you want it to. Another great way in which alphas and nice guys differ is how they take rejection. It's a common cliche at this point. The nice guy gets rejected by the girl and then turns vengeful on her and resents why girls these don't appreciate the good guys. The confident alpha, though seldom rejected, takes it easy and brushes it off. He understands that there are plenty of fish in the sea, and he's the catch, not the woman. In fact, he knows he has built himself up to a point it's probably her loss. Because clearly for a weak beta scared shitless when talking to women, being rejected and having to approach another woman is nothing short of a nightmare. But for the guy that's used to female attention, he can swoop up another Stacy the same day and approach confidently as many girls as he wants to. This is what sets him apart. If you want to be a genuinely nice person, be secure enough in your skin and treat people well because that's naturally the kind of person you are. instead of wanting something from them. Sadly, too many young men brought up on a Hollywood diet and their libidos sent into overdrive by easily accessible adult content have no other way to seek a partnership than to treat random girls nicely in hopes of leading to a relationship down the line. See what the problem is? It isn't that you're nice. It is the place of insecurity it is coming from. There's a popular saying in the red pill circles, and even a hit YouTube song about it. Nice guys finish last. There's a lot of truth to this statement, and it's an unfortunate reality that this inflicts many young men in the world today who have no idea how to finish first. But I say this to you, if you want to stand out and be stronger, more assertive man, all of you will have to change your prior ways of life and social interaction. You will have to through a grueling process of rediscovering and reinventing your belief system. You will need to go through rejection, embarrassment, heartbreak, and pain. This is the only way forward for you. You will need to radically reevaluate your media consumption and start listening to content that makes you better in one realm or another. The world is more competitive than you think it is, and you will need to toil and change if you want to survive. I believe I can tell you something from personal experience. The first step towards getting your mind in order is to get your body in shape. It may sound paradoxical, but it can't be explained to someone that hasn't experienced it. When you build a greater physique and wear fitting clothes, you will yourself feel like a more imposing figure, and that will stop you from becoming a doormat to people instinctively. This is why with every man I help change, the first step I tell them is to get to a gym at least 5 days a week. As a man, your physicality matters, and it directly relates to your success in life and your social acumen. The second most important thing a nice guy needs to change is to switch off the constant blue-pilled weak conditioning he gets through mainstream media and start following people he wants to emulate. In this pursuit, the only manosphere space is your greatest reservoir of wisdom. I remember vividly the names of all those people in the world who helped in my journey of self-improvement and made me realize how much more I could be. I learned about female nature and how to use that to better orient myself and curate my life. I learned how to be unapologetically masculine, and that's what drew dozens of more quality women into my life. That's why I created this channel, to become the best online resource for the tools you need in your journey to be a successful man in the world, and stop getting walked over by women for long. So like the video and hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends who are in need of this message. We need more men to wake up and be better versions of themselves and the world at large. Until next time.